I can't remember the details exactly because it was many years ago, but I think our lecturer asked us to choose any book that had been adapted into a film and then write a literary criticism assignment about it. Many of my classmates, went for popular novels like Twilight, but I wasn't really keen on that sort of book. At the time, I was still quite young and hadn't really read many classic novels, so I didn't really know what to choose. Fortunately, a family member happened to lend me his Kindle, and while I was browsing through the books on it, I came across The Secret Garden, and I decided to give it a go. And I'm really glad that I did because it turned out to be one of the most memorable books that I read at university. To be honest, I didn't really have any expectations. I was feeling quite overwhelmed with all my coursework at the time, so I was looking for something that would be fairly easy to read. So when I saw the title, The Secret Garden, I assumed that it wouldn't be too demanding. So I decided to give it a try and to see how it went. It turned out to be so much deeper than I expected. The story follows a lonely little girl called Mary Lennox, who is a little bit spoiled. She just loses her parents and now is sent to live with her uncle in a huge old house in the countryside of Yorkshire. One day, she discovers a hidden garden that's been locked up and forgotten for years. As she starts looking after the garden with the help of her cousin Colin and a local boy called Dickon, the garden slowly comes back to life. What's lovely is that the children change as well. They become happier, healthier, and much more confident. I think that's the part that really stayed with me. The garden isn't just a garden itself. It almost represents a fresh start. The more time the children spend there, the more they begin to heal emotionally. I thought that was a really beautiful idea, and it made me realize that our surroundings and the people that we spend time with can have a huge impact on how we feel. One of the nice surprises I found about this book is that it was written over 100 years ago, but it still feels incredibly relevant today. I mean, now people still struggle with stress, loneliness, and mental health, so I think its message about hope, about personal growth, about transformation is something that almost anyone can relate to. And although I only picked it because of my assignment, reading it never felt like a chore because I genuinely enjoy reading it, and it ended up being my favorite book on the course. I still think about it from time to time, and I would certainly read it again because I'm sure that I would notice things now that I might completely missed when I was back in university.